And we and we are back, guys. This is the table talk, and it's so cozy. It's so cluttered because this is exactly how tables look like.
I know.
But
You can't even pretend a table like this is just how it is.
it's an actual table. So what happens at the table talk? You're going to be like joining random discussions, so you can join the discussion online.
Oh, I got a slogan.
Yeah,
What happens in the table talk stays at the table talk.
true.
Okay.
She's such a genius. Like, aren't we all marveled by her genius? It smells amazing in my style.
Smell my perfume.
You know. but then this is the table talk. She's joining us. She goes by the name Phoebe.
Yeah.
You know, Phoebe has a lot of opinions, so she is here. But then
Can't wait.
you know, but then just for you, Phoebe is so small, but then she is
Big.
She is
Op-
big. She happens to be one of the
opinionated.
organizing,
Oh.
you know, the rendition that hosts the Checky Checo event.
Yeah,
Maybe you can
that's
tell
right.
us more about it before we start talking randomly.
Okay, great. So basically, in Team Rendition. Team Rendition is basically an awesome team that comes up with experiences every month, every first Friday of the month, and we basically come up with experiences that get guys to enjoy, have 2 hours of great time on stage, different themes, different stories to talk about, different things to celebrate about. So each and every month it's something new, something fresh, and it's one of those things that are gonna be really big in the next probably 3 months or something. We're
That's
thinking on
good.
going big. So the rendition, check it out. We have a Facebook page. You need to like it because we want to get to 1,000 likes by the 7th. That is on Friday.
It hasn't gotten to 1,000 likes.
Yes.
What
so
are
we
you
needed to
guys
get it
doing?
there.
I
We
should
need to
be
get it
inviting
there.
all my friends.
Yes, and
Okay.
they're missing out on the cool stuff that's happening in the city, and it's my responsibility to make you to get you to know these things that are happening chini ya maji, yeah. So the rendition, great.
So that is all. She's called Phoebe. But then just for the purpose here, she came here for table talk to just
Great.
give us opinion. And
Yes.
guys, I'm pretty sure there are things that have been on your mind, and you've been wondering, how do we get them out there, and how do we talk about? Don't worry, we've got you covered. So if you have any topic that you think we
Why are
need to
you hiding the
discuss,
tickets like
that you
that?
need, I'm hiding tickets because I've got plans to make them my own. Since you guys are not cracking jokes,
I know.
I've got
not
siblings.
Let's
that-
remind them the hashtag. It's Checky Checo.
Yeah.
Say something funny, and we have free tickets to give away. Like how so that'll make your Tuesday. You have that. This is a nice weekend plan that you don't want to.
And then it's why is it the perfect plan? Like before you go out, like for the long, it goes till 9, so you can actually bring your kid over.
Exactly.
It's a safe environment,
G, yes.
and it's only going for 200. I didn't know it's going for only 200 bob.
Only 200 bob. This is in considering we have campus students, around, and for the guy who's working, that is pretty like peanuts. So it's really great price, guys. We need to get you to come for this rendition. We
And
have free tickets here. We have free tickets online. The rendition is giving out free tickets so long as you just post funny photos or funny videos. And
That's
it gets to go on
easy.
screen, on the rendition screen. How cool is that? Yay! And
It's not even hard to be funny. Like this
Yes.
is everything is funny.
Yeah.
So just steal
and the
something
point
and win
is
this.
the point is we just need guys to share fun moments. That is the point. Share fun moments, share moments where you had good times, where you had to laugh your ribs out, and
Yep.
it's hashtag when I couldn't breathe, when I couldn't, when I could hardly breathe.
Yeah,
So
when I could
ribs
hardly
share
breathe.
those fun
Failing.
moments with the rendition. And get a free ticket. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, it's that easy.
Everyone is
So,
going.
One
to
of
the
those reasons
rendition.
why you need to like their page, the rendition. Just look for it. The rendition. Is it just the rendition?
It's the rendition. On Twitter, it's at the rendition 254. You can follow us, get to know what's going on. We have, great guys coming on board. Around 8 comedians. It will be fantastic. We have
Wow.
MC Poet Teardrops coming. He'll be hosting the stage. We have Fee and the band who will be rebranding. That is really cool. It's an honor and a privilege, Fee. And
I think the experience is way more than the price.
yes,
I mean,
and you do not
should
want
be
to
there.
miss it.
And it's a perfect plan if you feel like saving before you go out. 200 bob you can spare. It's a minute made that you.
And there's nothing exciting happening this Friday anyway.
Exactly.
Then maybe this
Yeah.
is the plan.
Ideal plan.
This is the plan. So right now we talk, and it's KCPE
Wow.
season.
I didn't know that until some people mentioned about it, and then I had a throwback.
I personally thought like KCSE was, I don't know.
The whole thing.
Why should they start with the secondary, not the prime? I don't know.
Because the secondary is like, it has more papers. Like we have over 18 papers. Like
I
the
had
guys who
20
did
I had 20 something. I had 23.
23.
papers.
You know, like it's bigger.
And
than
when do you get done with the 22 papers?
in a month.
Yeah.
It was a month plus. It was like a month and a half. So it was intense for them. So we also remember you guys success in your papers. I'm pretty sure they're done with paper 1. No, they're starting their English paper 3 now. No, Insha.
Mike always has the timetable 5 years later.
Like I was one. Like
Move on, Mike.
and I'm supposed to be graduating.
Who still knows the English paper?
Nothing goes,
Like,
come on,
I think
yeah.
right now the last student is handing in the paper.
Yes.
Mike.
No, they're not. Like right now they're starting. It's 8:30.
That is so awesome.
So they're getting there.
We need guys like this. Come on. Yeah.
You know, so you can also start by sharing your experiences online. Remember, we're still talking about it, and you know, some of the things that we actually need to talk about, other than the KCP, that is really awesome. What has been in the news that we do not know exists that these guys need to know?
Jaden Smith. I don't know how to say this.
Are we gonna talk
about this? I don't know. Should we?
Yes, we should.
Maybe we should mention it
People
in
need to know.
passing.
Uh,
For his 18th birthday.
Okay, most people on their 18th birthday want to either get a car, move out of their parents' house, or what did I do on my 18th birthday? Wait for my 19th birthday because my parents are black and MTV will not come to my house. So, Jaden Smith, he's very rich. You guys should know him as Will Smith, offspring. Is that good English?
Yeah.
A girl,
Yes.
KCPE English, wants to cut off his manhood.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty much like
What do you
Manhood.
think? You
You
know,
can
at least if he was 56, I'd be like, you have menopause, cut it off.
Well, the first thought I had in mind when I heard this was happening was, you know, that's a seminary kind of situation. He's probably thinking about, you know, going the opposite way from, you know, his father's.
I don't.
I
And why do they
think
do
it's
that?
crazy, and I think probably he has reasons. I'm not in place to judge, but I think he has reasons, his own reasons, and
Wanted to know his reasons with a whole
a whole template. Like, tell us why.
Send me a presentation.
Like, why
PowerPoint.
would you do that to yourself, Jaden
And-
Smith? I'm talking to you.
But
as
did
an
he just
African man.
recently, I don't know, cut off his? He's been doing I feel like he's doing very media attention-y things. Like wake up in the morning and he dresses up like. Well, Miley Cyrus, we need a whole day, month to talk about Miley Cyrus. We might not.
I
finish.
think it's interesting. I think it is really great to have these guys around. People like Miley Cyrus, people like you know, Jaden Smith. They give us stories to talk about on Table Talk, and I think it's really great that we have, you know, these crazy stories coming on because you know, these are people who have interesting stories. They have interesting lives, and they have different. They're not weird. They're just different from us.
No, it's a cry for attention. Like,
It's a cry
there's
for
no-
attention.
there's no-
And
If
I
you
don't
did
understand.
something different today, someone would think you're weird because they're not like you. They would not wake up in the morning and take a glass of coffee and probably you know, a loaf of bread. But they do something different. They decide, hey, come on, I'm gonna cut off my penis
But have
when I
you?
reach 18 years
But have you
old.
thought about it that every single time we have watched Miley Cyrus grow, we have seen Jaden Smith, and they always take this weird turn. If it's not to the drugs, it's to the cutting off of manhood. Is there something? Do you feel like there's something like?
Wrong.
Do you think that media is really bad? I just feel like this whole media attention from childhood messes them up.
I think
No, I guess it's how they choose to lead, to
But
go
you
about
see,
it.
there's always all of them, like I've seen these Disney kids, it's only like a few that have,
free
you know,
of it.
just been normal, like I reached 20, I'm fine, I'm good, like I'll just continue with my life. But there's always this age, things go wrong.
I don't know. I think the strategist is really good. I can just thank the media strategist, the one person who keeps them relevant for all the wrong reasons. But then, hey, if Suarez can bite off somebody's, you know, shoulder, that is like the funny. I watched football because it had something interesting for the very first time.
my
Like
goodness.
it
Oh
was
my
like wow.
No, my
it was so funny.
So
I was like, ooh, who is he going to bite next?
So
know, but
you
then
feel like he
old
did
news.
what he did because of he got reasons.
I think he got reasons. I think
I think it's media attention.
I think you know, at this day and age, we're living in times when being liberal is the in thing. Being able to make your own choices and people respecting that is the in thing. That is why we have kids who are, you know, probably 14 years old, making decisions that I could not think about when I was 14 years old. I was 14 years old. I was just sitting for my KCPE. Come on, you know, and
was
that
14
is
years old in
crazy
Form 1.
because
I was just
they have been
playing
really
alone.
exposed to so much, and it's really good, but probably detrimental at the same time. But let's not judge, because that's the society, that's the environment. And you know, come on, this is Kenya. We know we're also going towards that side because we cannot, you know, we cannot shrug it off.
I can
by-
imagine a Kenyan boy at 18. That's the most active you'll ever get when manhood.
Manhood
God.
talk
You know,
comes
you
in
know,
when you're
it-
20 years old, you know.
What will he do
that is
after
severe.
that? Life after manhood. Let's try imagine that. Life after manhood.
Let's not even imagine it. Let's go back. Let's go
Mike,
back on
life
track.
after manhood.
Die. Die.
Die.
It's
No.
just die.
I was about to
you know.
jump into a jam.
We're not just about to get into a jam. But then just going back to what you're talking about, today is the KCPE, and you know there's a lot of experience around it. You know, we can like share our study skills. I'm so curious. You didn't do KCPE, but then you did an
was
exam.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
even if it was 3 papers, like we did.
Easy like
Three papers.
yeah, and just no, there weren't 3 actually. There were just all the subjects, just all of them, like 8 or something in a span of either. I can't remember, either a week. KCP is not secondary. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's just a week. Just all the papers actually.
All the papers in a week.
Yeah.
Like, what was your study skill? What was the pressure?
Personally, I'm a very those people like who don't. I'm not last minute. I just don't have the. Oh my God! I'll sleep at 3 o'clock. I'd rather sleep early than wake up early to read. I believe a fresh mind is good, and my study skills were just cramming. I know. I know.
So I
good
can tell,
program.
like, between the
I
next
know.
students and the
Advice
normal
you.
students, it's all the same. You cram away. You know,
That is the advice.
that is her advice.
No,
don't take
no.
it.
Way
You're not
to
cramming
passing,
actually.
getting to alliance.
Well, I just feel there's a team, like there's this someone is against me here. And it's not actually cramming, it's just understanding it in a fast way,
Okay.
in a way that when the paper comes, you just start writing.
Okay. People have
Yeah.
different techniques.
That's my
I, on the other hand,
I
was
feel
a
like
bit
you had
different.
us that way, you know, that
Like,
Isaac Newton.
Oh my goodness, you're not
Einstein.
wrong because I think I was, but I'm not bragging. But I think I had this kind of situation whereby I could not read, but when I read, it just imprinted, you know, like suits, you know, Mike. Suits.
Yeah.
So that kind of sort of thing. So it was really a bit easy for me. So I think I got away with it really
Fast.
and well enough. But study advice is just be who you are, do your best, just be composed, let your mind, soul, and spirit be at one, and you'll just do it.
Yeah, me, I can remember mine when I was.
Now I feel like I should like rephrase my name. Like, powerful.
No, just
It's
keep it.
fast.
No, just keep it. Your chance is gone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, for my case, mine was different because like in the KCPE season, like I was 13, I think. I was 13. I was one of those kids who studied really fast. Like I was 13, I was 14 in Form 1, being bullied. But, you know, I was, you know, at 13, I was like, wow. I wasn't studying, I didn't have that plan, like, wow.
Who was
I'm
Mike at
studying,
13?
And very loud.
Were you that?
stop,
I
like-
feel like you were that kid. You used to be like, "Give us more work, sir. I need more homework." Or I did
That
my
is
homework
good.
first.
Homework is good.
Homework is
Hello.
good, but you know when
No.
he who is free of not doing the homework, I don't know, throw the first stone. No, I just feel like Mike was that kid, like that. You know, you're like, Mike, I haven't done my homework. What
I
is
think he was the guy who used to, you know, throw the jokes under the table
What?
when.
I feel like it's the guy, you know, when you fail, like teacher calls you, wait, Kuja, answer this, you fail, Mike is dying, and you're like,
Exactly, and those are the kind of people, like, I wouldn't want to say it because
I
back then
know.
I really had, you know, self-esteem issues, and everybody was trying to find themselves. So he's not the kind of guy I would really like to
I'm
hang
such
out
a
with.
boss. I found
because-
myself in nursery.
Oh,
I just
man.
played a bit and I was like, man, I think I'm good.
Trev did that
Yeah,
a
you're
lot.
good.
You know that?
Yes.
He did that a lot, and it's not cool. By the for that matter, not cool. Support each other, man.
Were you
Support
guys in
each
the
other.
same
when
school?
I don't know something, you
No.
don't know something
Like
too,
she was in
you
another
know.
school with some guy, you know. You've just known a Trev, you just keep it that way.
I was like, oh.
You know, but then remember, these guys are not making us laugh. So I guess my tickets are for my siblings. I will have two. Thank you very much. Like if you don't do this by the time we're done, in like 15 because we've got like 15 minutes, we'll be done in a very few minutes. And you know,
No, you
it's-
guys need to.
you
like,
need
it's
to go
so
to Checo
easy,
Checo,
like,
especially if
okay,
you're-
personally, I'm tweeting. I'll say something funny, and I will genuinely gain.
genuinely
yeah.
gain
Yeah.
the need. So it's you either tweet or send your SMS. And there's a post in regards to that. It starts with hashtag the rendition. Checky Checo is the biggest. It explains what Checky Checo is all about, and it is a hangout called the renditions. Only that this time they are having Checky
Tickets are
Checo
so
as the mini.
cute. I love it.
Yes, and and I love the color. Like they call it from far away. They're so funny though. Why orange? Maybe that's the whole point. Like it's supposed
We
to
have
make
an
you
awesome
laugh.
crew.
You know?
I can't
We
wait.
believe in creativity,
and
and the
this-
epitome. Yes.
Ooh, and her vocabulary is on
you know,
your
you know, and Malcolm is saying that he was asking, can we send them via message? Is that the short code 2340? Yes, and if you've done that, we'll sample it and we will see. You know, you might
We
be
are
like,
waiting
you might
for
like
that.
one of those. Like I'll see. Let me just wait it refresh, and we'll see how to get it to you. If you are on Nairobi, you can just
I
you'll
think
see
messages
how.
fine. Message,
Twitter, Facebook. Yes.
We want to give it away. We don't want to go.
We
back
don't want to go back with it. Like that's the whole point. We already have
We're
our
already
tickets.
on that VIP tip.
No, she's on the VIP. Like I'll be working.
Oh
I'll
my
be with,
goodness.
I'll be with my cameras.
Why
and all.
do you always do this? Like I've been portrayed as that person.
I'm trying to tarnish your image before it starts. You know, like no. I'm keeping it. I am one of those very, very cool people. So you can send your jokes. Hashtag Checky Checo. Make us laugh, please. Make us laugh. We need laughter in the morning. You know, but then just send your tweets, send your Facebook statuses, send your jokes via Facebook and via SMS. We'll be sampling. We'll sample the best 3 and give you out. But then you never know. She is here. She might decide to just give you 5 and Christmas
She
comes.
feels just making it
you know,
ring.
she's feeling like Oprah today.
Are you feeling like Oprah today?
you know,
Ooh,
yeah, only if you make
that's
her
a good
laugh.
thing.
Only
It's a good thing because there are many opportunities that come with the rendition. You know, it's a growing team, it's a growing event, it's a growing experience. And one of the beauty about it is because you know, once you get to come, you get to experience it, and you get to like it, and you want to be a part of it. You want to be a part of the story. So what happens is you get to hang out with the crew, and get opportunities to actually feature on the upcoming events and experiences, which is really cool. And it's a platform where most of the artists that are, there right now, they actually pass through. So it is really an opportunity, even if you're an artist or you're a comedian or you're one of these really artsy people. Yeah, I'd recommend you to come and check out what it is about, so that you see if it is a platform you want to actually use. And it's really simple. We don't, it's not a really, really, bureaucratic, kind of situation. So it's really cool. The team is really cool. It's chilled out. So just come.
Is your team cooler
and
than
talk.
us? Is your
Yes,
team
it
cooler?
is chilled out. Trust me.
Competition
It's chilled
mic.
out.
We're cooler.
yeah, no doubt.
I'm like,
Yes.
no, we don't even try.
This will be happening a lot, so just keep
I know.
calm. Keep calm, and also keep it Mike and Vanessa in the morning. And if you have any topic like you feel we need to talk about, something that you need
Yes.
opinions over, we'll be having different guys on the panel list. Okay, Vanessa and I will be pretty much here all the time, but then we'll be having different guys over. So if you feel like there's something you think we need to talk about, something that has been itching you, anything that you think we need to give
Something
opinions
itching
over.
you? Is something you want to tell us?
Something you want to tell us and you need opinions. Just send them over. We'll see when to slot them. And remember, hashtag is Checky Checo. Me, I'm not seeing any people sending funny things. I'm trying to refresh the SMS. It will log in a few.
Ticket is mine. Me, no one has made me laugh. I'm going home with it. Going once,
Going twice,
taken.
But then just remember, still on the rendition tape. That's some slang that I've learned, and I'm feeling so cool for saying it, because I had this in a very British Kenyan English that is very straight, doesn't have those.
But well, Phoebe got something juicy for us, and she wants to just share some details on the dress code.
We
Okay.
need to talk about dress code.
Okay.
That is one thing we do not mess around at the rendition.
Ah.
Yes, you have to come dressed up, and it's not a joke. This is really true. We tell you to come in black. Please come in black, because
I'm ready.
you're gonna come in orange.
Can I go right now?
or some purple. You're gonna feel left out. So trust me. dress code, it's there and it's real. And this time we're gonna be dressing fun. So we want things that are fun and colorful and happy.
Awesome.
Dress in yellow and orange and green at the same time.
You
and
can,
really awesome.
hold that thought because we need to get paid. So we're going on a short commercial break, but when we come back, more of Table Talk, even as we continue with more reaction and more details on, on the rendition.
Welcome back, and we're still on with the Table Talk, and we're still joined with Phoebe, who's giving us all the important details on the Checky Checo. Since, everyone's going for Checky Checo. We're still waiting for your tweets, by the way.
Yeah, please make us laugh. We are dying.
This is the juicy corner. Everything juicy happens around this table. Everything stays here.
Everything stays here. And do you wanna share some details before we continue with this other topic
telling us something very
that is now trending on Twitter?
Oh yes, I was just talking about the dress code and emphasizing that dress code is really important, especially for the rendition, because it is an identity for the rendition, and for each experience, it's an identity, and it's really important because it helps you fit in and just have a good time and not be left out. And
I hate that thing when you look bad and you're just alone.
come with. I could give you a scenario because last time we had 70s and 80s, and it was really great because we had guys in afro, guys in suspenders and
Belly
the
bottoms.
black shoes, and it was really good. It's a great scenery, and the beauty about it is because you get to actually carry those memories because there's great photography that happens. And it's state of the art with a great friend of mine called Sim Kamunde, and you don't want to miss it because and you don't have to pay for the photography.
You haven't told us.
you
Yeah,
don't
I've
have to
actually
pay.
I've actually had some of my some
Yes.
of those good photos that make me look good on Facebook by Sim. So he's fantastic. It's
Sim Kamunde is fantastic.
I have to get a selfie with Sim.
Yes. So, and you don't have to pay for the photography.
That's
you,
great. I
you
need-
know, we
I need
actually
a new
post them
picture.
online. We post them online on the rendition page, and you get to upload them and use them whenever you want.
And what's the
Yes.
theme this time? You have the theme, you told me it's fun and
It's comedy, fun, and laughter. Yes, that is the theme. This time we wanted to just go a bit,
fun in an
A bit
addition of any
flexible.
color, funkiness.
exactly fun. Just don't come in
We
black.
on it,
Please do
we
not come in black or white. Please, that is not
This
acceptable.
this
come
is
in
the
colors.
last I'm wearing
that,
black.
black in any standards on
And
white
don't come
is
in
not.
stilettos, please. It's fun.
You're supposed
So-
to be dancing and laughing.
it's a lot of
your
music
shoes
and
off. You know.
So uncomfortable.
Yes.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. My sister might be watching, and she will be pissed when you say who laughs
Oh
in
my
heels
God, I
because
know,
she's
like,
always in heels.
I know everyone. Oh, sorry, because I'm like team. I don't know.
Flat.
Flat.
Like, I don't know.
Flat.
Hello.
Hello.
No,
So, yeah.
because,
there's
yeah.
nothing.
I know.
There's nothing hala about that. Like I'm not feeling inspired at all. But then, oh well. We can still talk about it.
I could have keep the people going. So what you got for us, Mike? I see
We
scrolling.
are just looking at what is trending, and there's this debate that it caught me actually in my Jav home. I Jav in my Jav home. We were talking, and then it's just about this Pastor Kanyari person who apparently swindles guys from their off their property by
So
cheating
a
them on
seed of
prayer
310.
allegedly.
I
Like
sowed-
what's your take about that? Like I am all for spirituality and all for
too.
people things believe
you believe
things
in
people
this
believe in.
false
But then
pastors?
how will we know, like when I'm going to church and when I'm worshiping, like this is the right place? Like how will I know I'm
Keep your
not being
eye
conned?
open as you're praying.
You know what my opinion is? I think it is very. It does not shock me really. I'm not really shocked about that story. Only that I'm awed at the turn of events it took. But I'm not really shocked about it because I think that it's a society where people want to get money. However, means
So sad.
and it's really sad because everything has been compromised. So really, I'm not really shocked because these are the days.
I was
And,
so stunned. Sorry to cut you off. I was so stunned when I'm seeing someone literally faking they have HIV for the sake of it's
Trust me, when you do
it's
not
getting
want,
money has been tumefika hapo. Now that's where we have reached.
I think it's a show of the disparate moments we have.
So sad.
And it's sad because we cannot really think about integrity at this point in time. In Kenya, never, and in Nairobi, it's not.
there
So,
is slight integrity.
The
where,
hustle,
the hustle is real.
Yes. But I think it's really sad because we have gone to the extent of religious. In African society, religion is
A big
spirit. It's a big thing. When you talk about in the Western world and in Europe, it's something you can joke about. But we're in Kenya and this is Africa, and we cannot hide the fact that we come from the generations who have passed down religion as a really important part of our society. So really, for guys to compromise this part of us is something that shows that we have reached that extent whereby we can compromise anything to actually get what we want. And I think it's really sad. I think we need to really go back on our roots and rethink about what is actually our priority.
I'm
So-
just glad he's been seen out there.
But then
and it's a lesson, anyway.
because at the end of the day, I don't want to be the person judging. But then if what you do, like when you go, beware when you go to your places of worship, like like you cannot say church alone, like any place you go to worship, because what I believe those people who worship, whoever you worship, it's a big thing for you. You want to
Yes.
do it.
Yeah.
You want to be sure you're doing it right. So be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout. I feel like
and read
Right.
your spiritual books.
yes, just
Yes.
read them so that you're not like. he told me. No, don't be told. Read it,
Just
then
don't-
just go confirm.
Are you
just
even
be
told?
very just be very like clever with this whole spiritual thing, because it's clear in the Bible. Like beware, like if
Yeah, or in the Quran, or in the, everywhere.
always there's some things that, because when I was saying them being tricked with like fake blood, I personally
Which is
would
potassium,
be,
like know your
as
chemistry.
in like know yourself,
Hello.
like
Yes.
see pink, see the what is turning pink, and you're telling
Not-
me that's
that's blood, no.
Now let's be wise like about this whole
It's about
situation.
wisdom. And I don't know why you'd go to church to be told. I think that is really wrong. You go to church to be told. I think I
offload.
go to school to actually get, a bit of
Yes.
some wisdom and stuff. But I do not go to church to get told.
I
because
think just to be
it's just to be with people who are like-minded in the same spiritual status as you, and just talk about things you are common
Or
with.
you pay for your.
You don't
I
have
was
just
so
to be
stunned.
told.
You pay. There is that like a price list, like how you go to a hotel and there's a menu. There's like, for sickness, this is how much. Doesn't that like baffle your mind a bit, and you're like, something over here isn't right.
Yeah, I get it that we need to support, because sometimes we need to support our church because it doesn't grow out of,
know.
it's not a business where, like
Yeah.
we have profit now, it will
Yeah.
grow.
No, yeah.
It,
But
it
why-
depends with,
why
with,
would
with,
you
with,
pay
with,
to be-
no, like it depends with, like the offering, and because when we do offering, yes, it's going to God, but then it's really much to make, like the church and stand. But then when it comes to that extent, when you actually, it has
would-
now a quote, like,
It's just so sad how they
for
can
spiritual
play
water.
with God's name like that.
Spiritual water.
500
Oh my
bob,
goodness, that
it's
is really
going
good.
like it's like merchandising. I don't feel it's
They-
right. And
the
if
way
you
they
do
play-
agree,
they
you can
play with
continue with the
God's name
conversation.
is sad.
Yeah.
And you can continue the conversation morning dew, because in a few minutes, like our time will be up. And just to remind you that the rendition is a hangout that is happening at the Ufungamano House. That is on Friday from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Like it's just before you go out. So if you're in Nairobi, you can see how to do that. I'll go through my SMS and we'll contact those people who actually make us laugh, and we'll show you how to get this
And
on
the dress code is colorful and fun and funky, and they're very, very serious when it comes to the dress code. So you don't want to come there looking out of place. You just want to mingle with the rest. So just come looking fun, funky, colorful, and laugh until the end of the night.
Yes, and just going to big up those guys who have been with us active on the social line. This is Facebook. And Trixie Nessie, thank you so much for joining. Salmin Ozil Hamadi, thank you so much for joining. Lewis Mugambi, also joined us, and a guy called Johnny Mosh, or Mosh, sorry. Johnny Mosh also joined us. Hosea, thank you so much. Hosea is joining us, like there's history here. Hosea joins us today. Thank you so much. He's saying like, good morning. I'm happy to see that the show is bigger and better. Thank you so much. And also Michael, Jonatush also sending us feedback. Lewis Mugambi
we got a
saying nice,
team.
like you have a team. Thank you so much for
Thank
always
you
keeping
so
it.
much for
And this guy
joining
has
us.
been so busy. Like, I'm going to read your joke and see if it's funny. But then, Malcolm Kibisu, he started with asking Kolo questions.
That is
He's been
nice.
all over
Big
the
ups to
place.
Mike.
And also, and the first guy,
Malcolm?
Malcolm
Big
Malcolm
ups.
Kibisu, and he was watching us from Kawaskari. And Jose is joining us from Wangige. Trixie is from Nairobi. Salmin Amadi, I have no idea. There's where you're joining us from, but he liked the post. So thanks so much for just keeping it. All right, keeping it morning dew. Like I almost just blabbed a word of a season that is almost over. Like that's much engraved I am. But then they know. And then Peter Morioki from Mombasa, from Auta, Mombasa. Thank you so much.
There's
Those
so
are a
many
lot of
Mombasa
people. Like watu wa pwani.
Watu wa pwani.
Yeah, but do you guys know,
Njema.
even with my horrible Swahili, that I actually have roots from coast?
I know that.
Hint, hint.
I do. Just for New Year, I just go and
Hint,
check
hint.
on my people.
Yeah,
So shout out to Kahawa,
Kahawa Sukari.
Kahawa Sukari, Mombasa.
Wangige is in
Feel
Kiambu. Thank you so
we
much
are
for keeping it.
sharing everywhere.
And thanks so much, Phoebes, for coming
I
and
know,
giving
you're
us your
Um,
opinion.
And it's been great to be on the Morning Dew, and I think you guys are
Aw,
awesome.
You're so cool with
Yes.
your perfect vocabulary.
And this, and
Write a book.
this is just the debut. So be sure to catch the Morning Dew. It will continue tomorrow.
And the next and the after, you shall be crying with happiness.
Yeah.